Alrighty, welcome everyone back to my challenge here. Today is March 11th, 2026. And today is day 5. So from day 0 to day 1 to day 2 to day 3, and now we're at the end of day 5 right now. I've managed to stop smoking for 5 out of my 7 days. Stop gaming for 5 out of 7 days. Get a 6-pack 5 out of 7 days. And get a motorcycle for 5 out of 7 days. So, just detailing really quickly, stop smoking. I've had quite a few urges. But I kind of want to discuss mainly how I've managed to cope with those urges. So really the only time I would have a real urge to smoke marijuana is usually later towards in the evening, as I usually have had my routine for the past couple years when it comes to smoking. And when it comes to that, when it comes to those urges, I try to filter them out in just any way I can. Basically what I try to do, and I feel like this is kind of a cop-out answer. I wish I could give something like a magical answer, really, or something that would be a little bit different than what I'm going to say, but whenever I get the urge to smoke, I find something else to do. I wish it was more than that, but usually what happens is I'll have a wave that'll crash into me. But I won't let it affect me. I'll feel the urge and I won't act on it. And I will feel the urge and I'll do something else. And usually the urge eventually subsides and I forget to keep thinking about the urge, and I call that a success. Doing that continuously has led me to 5 days out of 7 of not smoking. Same kind of philosophy as applied when it comes to stop gaming for these 5 out of 7 days is whenever I would get the urge to set up my chair, turn on my game, kick back, put on some music, excuse me, what I end up doing is finding something different to do. And usually what that ends up is me making plans to getting a 6-pack and making plans to get a motorcycle. So, moving on here, getting a 6-pack, I actually have good news here. So, while I haven't really been able to make the best progress, the most efficient progress that I could have made, what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be continuing this challenge. This is always just going to be stretching out, and I'm actually going to be doing this for more than 7 days. Of course, I always planned on that, but really I was wanting to do the 0 days out of 7 for the gaming and smoking for sure. If I were to cop out on anything, it'd probably be these two. which day 7 for me would be March 13th. Really, I feel like as much as I'm having these urges, if I do it then, I'm just going to be reopening a can of worms for myself that I've really tried to put away. And I've been successful for 5 whole days. We're at the end of day 5 right now. We're going on to day 6. Really, day 6. It's like, wow. So, going on to day 6, we're at the end of day 5. I have actually managed to get my gloves. I ordered them tonight. So they should be arriving tomorrow here. And I'll bring them up. I'll show you guys what they look like. Drop a comment, see how you like them. Then, I also been shopping for an R3. Definitely am going to get a lower CC bike. I don't want anything powerful. Just because I've learned that patience is my best friend and ego is my enemy. And that whenever I want to think about, oh, I want this because I'll feel better, I won't feel as inadequate. Truth is, I'm just trying to enjoy the ride myself. No, this is not about impressing other people. Whenever I thought about getting a motorcycle, it was really because I really wanted to feel the turn. I really want to turn into a corner. Lost my balance there. I really want to turn into a corner and really feel my tires bite into the pavement as I turn, and really drag me. That'd be pretty cool. I wonder how that feeling was, if that would be a feeling that I'd really feel. And to have a bike and to ride on a really nice clean highway at night when the moon's out and I can see the stars and I can ride through the highway or ride through the desert at night, or I could also ride through a city highway at night and really take in the city skyscrapers and whatnot, and really that driving through nighttime and midnight with some nice music and taking a look at the city lights, that would really make me feel vaporwave. That feeling of vaporwave. It's almost like an emotion. Is that vaporwave feeling, I guess, where you just kind of techno punk, cyberpunk, whatever. It's kind of cheesy, but that's something I want to experience. And so, and I think I also mentioned that having a motorcycle for me I really one that I own. I just feel like modern day horseback rider, or I feel like I could imagine how the people in the 1700s and 1800s felt when they had a horse. Just the ability to travel. And not just that, because I could have a car, but really to be one with the road. And to feel the turns and to feel the wind and feel and smell everything. It's like driving with your head out the window, but you're on 2 wheels. So yeah, I got my gloves. And those are going to be coming in tomorrow. And for getting a 6-pack, I'm actually going to be delving into a new series in which I will be doing 75 hard. I actually just dropped a video earlier today detailing day 0 out of 75, in which today is day 0, and day 6 is going to be day 1 of day 75 hard. And basically, that is really going to be part of getting a 6-pack for me. And I feel like doing that is just going to be a really, really kind of tough consistency challenge, because this is already a consistency challenge here. But this is going to involve 2 daily workouts, drinking a gallon of water a day, coming up with my own meal plan, and reading and taking a progress photo, which really isn't that much when you kind of look at it. But when you don't feel like doing any one of those things, that's the hurdle to get over. So here we are on day 5 out of day 7. My overall attitude right now is actually really good. I actually do feel really good about my life and my progress, especially about my progress that I've made so far. See, I did feel good Friday the 6th and Thursday the 5th and 4th and 3rd, but I knew that by coming home each night and filling my free time with smoking and gaming, not only was I unable to enjoy gaming as much and enjoy smoking as much, but I was unable to focus on getting a six-pack and getting a motorcycle. So it was like, through too much of one thing, I was unable to enjoy these things. So, right now, we're on to day 6, and it's kind of crazy to think that when I go to sleep, it's practically going to be the end of day 6. And then I just want to detail, we're going to be moving on from that to day 7, right here. I ran out of room, but we're moving on to day 7, and then all the way to the end of day 7. So it's not like I want to be on day 7 and then when it hits 12 a.m. smoke. No. What I hope is that I'll actually reach a day 7 and then go on to a day 8. And then on that day 8, it's going to be kind of like the day 0, because that's like the crucial moment where I close the loop, where I decide, am I going to smoke? Am I going to game? Am I going to not do those things? Because I feel like if I do those things, I'm restarting. But if I don't do those things, then I'm naturally moving on to day 8, day 9, day 10, day 11. Like, I wonder if that's the right decision to make. I do remember that, like, I would end up, like, fantasizing gaming and fantasizing weed to the point where it's like, oh man, these things are really nice, I really want to do those. And then when I actually get to doing them, they're not that glamorous. Like, I know that, like, a couple times I'd like stop smoking, then I'd smoke again, and then I'd feel high, but I'd think to myself, I'd get like kind of like anxiety. I know it's kind of cheesy to talk about, but I would kind of get the feeling like, oh man, I'm not doing the right things, or I'm fucking up in certain ways. I don't know. And then ultimately, because I'd be feeling anxiety, I would have a joyful feeling, a good feeling, but I would then kind of like find ways to numb that anxiety by listening to music and playing my game. So it's kind of weird there how, like, one comment mentioned how, like, weed is a powerful substance, and that, like, not using it mindlessly can, like, help open up ways to, like, new perspectives of your soul. And so that's something I've been interested in doing, is smoking and then just meditating. But for some reason, that's like the whole reason why these two are so intricately tied, because gaming for me is almost my meditation. Because whenever I smoke and then I kick back and turn my game on and I'm flying my plane around, or even in the video game I like to ride a motorcycle around, it just takes my mind to a different place. So really hoping that when we hit day 7, if I do smoke, that it's only for a day, because that's like something that I'm kind of fearful of right now. Is that we're gonna get to day 7, and then after day 7, on day 8, I'm gonna already have weed or dabs ready to go, and I'm gonna be sitting here like, oh man, we really did it, day 7, you know, we did it, 7 days, you know, and then like act like that's a reward, when really I feel like that's just another day I'm setting myself back. So maybe I'll have a different attitude by it then. Hopefully it won't be coming from a place of rationale and from a place of and from a place of true want. Because I feel like if I can just truly want to do these things, then it doesn't matter. Because life is about, what I feel like life is about doing what you want. And if you can do it and enjoy it, then you won. You've won. Like really, like who are you comparing yourself to? Who are you racing against? Who's your competition? Right now it's myself. And my competition for myself was, I don't want to do these things. For 7 days. That was my goal. And right now we're on day 5, going into day 6. After day 6, at the end of day 6, it's going to be the start of day 7. And at the end of day 7, I'll make a video as well. And then when I wake up, it'll be day 8. And then if I smoke that day or if I don't, that's kind of like a pinnacle choice right there. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. When I get to day 8, I'll decide if I'm going to keep smoking or keep gaming or not. And right now, as we are on to day 6, I'm actually going to be starting at 75 hard, which is going to really target like getting a 6-pack. So really, you could imagine this one right here, getting a 6-pack. That can actually be 5. I'm actually going to restart it from 0 because it's going to be part of 75 hard. But I'm going to really include this. So 75 hard is going to be a lot of abdominal workouts and dieting. And then we're going to focus on getting a motorcycle as well. So I got the gloves coming in. And right now all I really need is, because I already have my license. And if the gloves are checked off, just need a helmet, pants, jacket, and boots. Then I'm suited up. And maybe I could go for like an accessory, like a little bag, like a leg bag or something that I'd like wear here. And maybe I'd like a nice hoodie, one of those designer hoodies you always see a lot of bikers have. I'd like one of those. So got a few more things to buy in terms of wearables and gear. And then I do really plan on making videos with my motorcycle, in which I'm going to have like a GoPro or a 360 cam. More likely a GoPro, but I would like a 360 cam, get those nice shots. But I like a GoPro for it. It's more versatility, so that definitely. And then yeah, some maybe like a mic too. But definitely thinking about getting closer to that. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next one.